Hi, this is Doug Pattison. I'm a supervising engineer in the Fresno office and also the region's Confined Animal Facilities Program Manager. And I'm here to talk about the Confined Animal Facilities Program, some of last year's accomplishments, and also some of our priorities for next year. Confined animal facilities are farms where livestock are confined and provided feed for a significant part of the year. This is opposed to grazing, where livestock are spread out more and rely on forage that grows in pastures or naturally occurring grassland areas. Most confined animal facilities in the Central Valley are dairies. There are also a significant number of feedlots for beef cattle and to raise support stock for dairies, such as calves and heifers, and goats and sheep. We also have several poultry facilities, mostly chickens and turkeys, but some ducks and other game birds, such as pheasant or quail. There are more than 1,200 dairies in the region. Slightly more than half are in the northern part of the region and are overseen by the Rancho Cordova office. Dairy sizes range from fewer than 100 cows up to 10,000 cows. Dairies in the northern part of the region tend to be smaller, averaging about 900 cows each, and dairies in the southern part are larger, averaging about 1,800 cows each. There has been a continuing trend in recent years of smaller dairies closing and consolidating. Therefore, the number of dairies has decreased, but the number of cows in the region has actually increased over the last few years. The Confined Animal Facilities Program has approximately 14 PYs of staffing resources, which are equally divided between the Rancho Cordova and Fresno offices. Last year, staff conducted more than 350 inspections. Our goal is to inspect dairies once every 5 years if they are certified by the Dairy Quality Assurance Program, and once every 3 years if they are not certified. One of the things inspectors look for is compliance with the prohibition on improper disposal of mortalities. Dead livestock needs to be transported to a rendering plant or a permitted disposal facility, not buried on site. Another thing we evaluate during inspections is the facility's nutrient management plan. Nutrient management planning is the cornerstone of the program. The objective of nutrient management planning is to ensure that the uptake of nitrogen by crops is maximized and that nitrogen that leaches beyond the root zone and gets to groundwater is minimized. To achieve this, wastewater and manure applied to cropland as fertilizer needs to follow the 4 R's. It must be in the right form, in the right amount, in the right place, and at the right time during the growing season. Last year, staff pursued significant enforcement cases involving unpermitted discharges, failure to comply with previous board orders, and failure to submit monitoring reports. Last year, staff also drafted a general order to regulate poultry facilities, which was adopted last December. And staff has drafted a general order to regulate non-dairy feedlots, which has been circulated among stakeholders and is anticipated to be considered at the April board meeting. Enforcement of the Dairy General Order is an ongoing priority. In order to pursue more enforcement cases and to ensure the newly adopted poultry and feedlot general orders get off to a good start, we may conduct fewer inspections this year. However, we will focus our inspections on facilities that have known or suspected problems or are near a disadvantaged community or threaten a domestic well. I anticipate that we can make up any backlog of inspections in the coming years. Staff will continue to participate in the Dairy Representative Monitoring Program and to monitor its progress towards determining management practices that are protective of water quality. One management practice that we have already determined needs to be modified is tracking the volume of manure and wastewater applied to fields. The General Order for Poultry Facilities requires flow meters to track these volumes, and staff intends to propose this requirement for the upcoming General Order for feedlots and eventually in a revision to the Dairy General Order. Another issue that needs to be addressed in the short term is dairy lagoons that do not have any separation between the bottom of the pond and the water table. Staff plans to identify where such ponds exist and require the discharger to submit a work plan and time schedule to either modify the existing pond or implement an alternative management practice. Staff participates in Cal EPA's Consolidated Permit Work Group to facilitate the permitting of digesters, and coverage under the Water Board's General Order for centralized digesters was recently issued to a large digester in Pixley. Well, I hope you found this update informative. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to the coming year. Thanks.